Lineups is brought to you by the Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Looking to find insurance for your car, home, or even for you? Call Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance with 2 locations in Brush and Fort Morgan. They can help you with your home, car, health, or life insurance questions or provide a quote.
Your starting lineups, first for Morgan, Grayson Garver, senior. Trey McBride, also a senior. And we've got Luis Garcia, senior. And Caden Edson, a sophomore. And Isaac Linker, a junior. Here, starters for Brush. Senior Ben Brown. We also have Armando Saucedo, who's a junior. Ryan Dunker, a senior. We have Gunnar Guzman, a senior. And finally, senior Jose Campa for Brush. You know, this isn't with a lot of games, like, you know, you see there is a size discrepancy, but this is pretty evenly matched size-wise as far as height. You know, you get Trey's strength and his ability. He has, you know, that's like adding another 6 inches to him, but just physically looking out there, they're pretty even across the board. So, getting ready for the tip-off here. And it should be fun. We got Gunnar Guzman for Brush and Trey McBride jumping it off here. Yeah, McBride wins the tip, gets to Linker. Linker over to Edson. Edson to Garver. Garver dribbles up top, gets over to Edson on the wing. Garver over to Garcia. Garcia back to Garver. Lob into McBride, and that doesn't go. Campa with the rebound. Saucedo brings it up left or right side. Shoots the floater going down the right side of the key. That doesn't go. McBride the rebound. Over to Garver. Garver pushes the ball up to Garcia. Garcia backs it out. Takes it up on the wing. Being guarded by Ben Brown. Linker gets it up top to Edson. Edson over to Garver. To Garcia in the corner. Fakes a shot. Gets it into McBride. Down low. Gets the easy bucket there on the left side.
With the first Fort Morgan basket of the game is brought to you by Cargill Meat Solutions. Cargill is committed to feeding the world in a reasonable way by reducing environmental impact and continuously improving products and processes. Learn about Cargill's story of commitment at www.cargill.com.
We got Ben Brown's got the ball in the corner here for Brush. Throws over to Ryan Dunker, risky pass. Dunker's got it up top of the key. Forces one into Saucedo. McBride with the steal there. Gets it out to Garver. Garver pushes it up the left side. Takes the top of the key. Brush is, Brush has gone zone here, trying to minimize McBride. Shot goes long from Edson and goes off a Brush player's foot. Fort Morgan's ball underneath their own basket. Garcia the inbound. Brush is again in the zone. McBride on the block. Goes up against Garcia. Gets a block. And Fort Morgan keeps the ball. Move to the other side. Garcia throw in again. Gets to Garver in the corner for 3. Really long. Campa with the rebound from Brush. Gets it out to Saucedo. He gets a dunker top of the key. Campa on the wing. Takes a dribble. Gets over Saucedo. Saucedo dribbles. Free throw line. Kicks it out to Guzman. Guzman gets to Brown. Brush, good ball movement here. Dunker with the 3. Doesn't go. Garcia comes down with the rebound from Morgan. Gets it out to Garver. Garver dribbles in the lane, loses control, regains it. Looking to get it out. Garcia for three, top of the key, and that one's good. 5-0 for Fort Morgan here. 5:35 to go. Fort Morgan comes in with a 1-6 record compared to Brush's 6-0. And we just had a turnover here. Not sure what happened. Brush maintains the ball though. They get it into Brown. Brown over to Guzman. Takes a dribble, right side. Doesn't go. McBride the rebound. Long pass to Garcia. Garcia takes floater, doesn't go. And Isaac Linker goes after rebound aggressively over with Guzman. They call it a tie-up. Possession arrow for Brush. So Brush will be bringing it down. 5:15 to go here in the first. 5-0 Fort Morgan. Dunker brings it up. They're extending their defense out half court. Saucedo gets it kicked away. Fort Morgan looking to trap here in the half court. Get some pressure applied. Brushes the ball. Dunker gets it up top in the inbound. Over to Brown. Trap him in the corner. He gets the dribbles out of it. And Brush calls a timeout. This trap, they're trying to dribble out of it. It's not something you can do. You give a fast, quick ball movement to beat the trap. And Fort Morgan isn't aggressively applying the trap. They're just kind of lulling them into it. And if you want to dribble around, they're going to force that trap. So Brush calls timeout to regroup. A little 30-second timeout.
This Brush timeout is brought to you by Ehrlich Toyota East. Whether you're in the market to purchase new or pre-owned vehicle, Ehrlich Toyota East in Fort Morgan will fit you into the car or truck of your choice, serving all of Northeast Colorado. Ehrlich Toyota East.
So Brush has the ball on the sideline, get it in a Dunker on the wing, guarded by Garver. Gets up top to Brown. Edson playing defense on him. Gunnar Guzman with about a 16-footer. Doesn't go. Edson with the rebound, gets it over to Garver. Garver pushes up left side of the court. Backs it back out. Picks up his dribble. About half court. Gets over to Edson. Back to Garver. Garver back to Edson. Dunker's applying pressure to him. So McBride out to Garver. Garver for three. Doesn't go. Linker's there for the putback. That doesn't go. Saucedo comes down to rebound for Brush. Gets out to Dunker. Pushes up the court. Gets it to Campa in the corner. Guarded by McBride. Campa's looking for somewhere to go with it. And we got a whistle and ball goes off Fort Morgan. Brush maintains possession. Brush substitutes a couple players. We go to inbound it, gets the ball to Adrian Lopez, who just came in the game. Gets it to Dunker. Dunker misses on the short one. Trying not to get it blocked. Long pass from McBride to Edson. Edson saves it, gets it to Garcia. Garcia over to Garver. Pull up. Doesn't go. Linker with the rebound. That one doesn't go. Lopez comes down with the rebound. Pushes up the court, left side. And they're going to call Garver here with the body on the dribble. So it'll be Brush ball into their own basket. 3:47 to go here in the first. Fort Morgan leads 5-0. The opposite of the girls were just a one foul so far. So it's a good way to play. Linker with the steal on the inbound, gets to McBride. McBride dribbles up the court, gets it over to Garver on the left wing. Stumbles a little bit, gets out to who just came in. Marquez over to, gets it out to McBride. McBride behind the back to Garcia. Garcia from the three doesn't make it. Martinez from Brush gets the long rebound, dribbles down the court. Gets fancy with it, loses it, and Garver with the steal and gets the layup out of it. 7-0 Fort Morgan. 3:10 to go here in the first. Brush brings it down, gets to Lopez up top of the key. He takes it in the lane, gets blocked by McBride, and he gets called for the foul. Be his first. Lopez will go to the line. Lopez shooting 2 here. Trying to get Brush on the board. First one barely hits the front of the rim. Got 3:01 to go here in the first quarter. Jeremiah Donias comes in for Dunker. Lopez will shoot his second. And that one doesn't go either. McBride with the rebound. How many rebounds does he have so far here, Matt?
He has 4.
4 rebounds. So McBride kicks pass over to Garcia. Garcia travels with it as he's driving the basket. Put that ball down just a second earlier. He would have been at a layup right there. So Brush inbounds to Lopez. Lopez brings up court, gets over half court, gets to Martinez, dribbling up. And Garver's going to pick up his second here with 2:44 to go in here in the first quarter.
Brush needs some energy from someone. They just a little lackadaisical out there and nonchalant. They need someone to pump them up a little bit here, get them started.
Yeah, they do, and looking subbing early, trying to find somebody to provide that. Donias comes off the bench, usually gives him a good spark. He gets Martinez. Martinez gets it to Urick up top of the key. Lopez drives again, gets out Donias for 3. Donias off the back of the rim. Lopez gets the rebound. And the ball was tipped. He goes out of bounds. There's a point where you can start playing too fast. No, they're saying it wasn't tipped for Morgan's ball. So turnover there by Lopez. You gotta play within yourself and under control. So Fort Morgan inbounds it, gets to Marquez. Marquez and Ortega's in. Ortega's got the ball in the right wing. Gets it in deep to McBride. McBride with the easy basket there on the right side. Right underneath. 9-0, Fort Morgan in the lead. 1:57 to go here in the first. Brush brings it down. Martinez got it on the elbow. Gets it to Urick in the corner. Bad place to be when they're trapping you. Gets it into Campa. Campa with the finger roll inside. Finally gets Brush on the board. 9-2 here. Fort Morgan in the lead. 1:38 to go. Fort Morgan comes down. Garcia in the corner for 3. Garcia is feeling it. 12-2. Garcia is definitely feeling it with another 3. Lopez for Brush gets called with the offensive foul as Marquez was guarding him and he dropped his shoulder into him. Brush doing some mass subs again with Campa and Urick going out, so they're going with their smaller players. You have Gunnar Guzman in there on the inside. Fort Morgan is giving McBride a rest. So Fort Morgan with Marquez over to Ortega. Marquez back to Ortega. Gives Garcia in the corner where he just hit from. And they're going to call a block on Dunker as Garcia was driving the baseline. Cardona came in for McBride on the substitution. Fort Morgan's ball underneath their own basket. Ortega gets it out to Garcia. Garcia with another 3 attempt from the opposite corner. That doesn't go. Dunker scrambling for it, gets the steal. Donias has control of it. And they're just swarming all over the place. Fort Morgan comes up with the steal. And Ortega drives it in the right side. And Lopez gets called for the foul. So Ortega is going to be going to the line to shoot 2 here. Yeah, a little bit of control problems here. I'm trying to go too fast on both sides. Ortega shooting the first. Hits front of the rim, doesn't go. 12-2, 47.8 seconds to go here in the first period. Fort Morgan Mustangs at the Brush Bee Diggers. Fort Morgan commanding 10-point lead.
Yeah, their 3-2 zone trap has Brush rattled here.
Ortega makes second, 13-2, 47 seconds to go. Brush gets it in, Dunker, he walks it up. Guarded by Edson. Just kicks over to Donez. Donez drives the lane. Gets it in, Dunker on the low block. Dunker doesn't go on his shot. There's a foul called. And that's called on Edson for his first, so Dunker's going to go to the line. We got 4 fouls so far for Fort Morgan, 3 for Brush. Dunker is the first. So 34 seconds to go here in the first. Dunker shooting the second, and that one goes. Dunker's going to make a lot of free throws this year. 13-4, Fort Morgan in the lead. 27 seconds to go here. Edson with the ball up top. Gets past, tipped. Trying to get over to Ortega. Martinez comes up with a rebound. He's got the ball top of the key. Couple of dribbles. Cutting Donez. Gets the ball slapped away by Ortega. Ortega comes up with it. And Marquez wasn't looking. Gets stolen by Donez. Donez over to Dunker. Dunker to Saucedo in the corner. And he's going to dribble the clock out. With your score, Fort Morgan 13, Brush 4. The end of the first. You're listening to B106 and B106.net.
Smart Parts. Need a new windshield? Want to spray on bed liner or truck accessories? Smart Parts. They're not hard to find. 375 Charmaine Frontage Road in Sterling.
We're back here, second quarter. Fort Morgan has possession. Garver has the ball up top, gets it to Garcia. Garcia back to Garver. Garver over to Edson. We got starters back here for Fort Morgan, same 5 they started with. McBride's got the ball on the wing. Over to Garver. Garver to Edson. Garver left all alone, takes a dribble in, shoots the jumper, and that doesn't go. And Martinez comes down to the rebound, gets over to Dunker. Dunker brings up the court. Martinez top of the key. Donez does it on the wing. Takes a dribble, and bad pass. McBride comes down with it. Hits the pull-up, or shoots pull-up jumper from the elbow. That doesn't go. Saucedo with the rebound for Brush. Gets ahead to Dunker. Dunker keeps going towards the basket. Sideways floater doesn't go. Isaac Linker comes up with the rebound. Garver's pushing the ball up the court. Gets top of the key over to Edson. Edson back to Garver. Trying to get it inside to McBride. McBride about 10 feet out. Gets a long cross-court pass to Garcia. He doesn't get the 3 from the corner. Garcia likes that corner. Martinez got the ball for Brush, top of the key. Just a couple dribbles, gets Saucedo on the wing. He's going to take the 3, and that goes long off the back of the rim. Martinez for Brush gets the rebound, dribbles out to the wing, sub top to Guzman. Guzman over to Saucedo, gets it to Dunker in the corner. Dunker, a couple dribbles, keeps his dribble towards the lane, gets to Guzman, baseline jumper, no good. Garcia the rebound, and getting pressured. And now Fort Morgan's got numbers. Garver and Dunker is going to pick up a cheap foul there at half court. Garver's dribbling down. He reaches in. That's his second. We got 5:54 here in the second. 13-4, Fort Morgan on top. Fort Morgan inbounds to Garver. Garver over to Edson. Edson to Garcia in his corner. He dribbles out, being guarded by Dunker. Gets it inside to McBride. McBride cross-court pass to Garver. Garver slides to his left. Jumper that goes. And they're going to call McBride for a push on the rebound. That was during the shot. So they counted the basket, and McBride picks one up underneath the basket there. So McBride's going to go take a rest, as is Dunker, both of them with 2 early fouls. Donez brings the ball up the court for Brush. Gets into the lane, contested by Linker. Some contact, no call, misses the shot. Garver gets the rebound, brings it down quick, takes a quick jumper from the right elbow, and he makes that one. 17-4, 5:10 to go. Fort Morgan in the lead here. Brush got to get something going offensively if they want to stay in this game. Gunnar Guzman up top with it. Passes down to Ben Brown, who is covered, and the ball goes off of Garcia. So Brush is going to maintain control. Brush got their bigger players in there. They get the ball in from under the basket to Martinez. Martinez some dribbles and takes it down the lane. Tries to scoop it up. Garver gets the block as he tries shooting that one from his waist. Brush maintains the ball and throwing it in from under their own basket. Get it in. Urick up top. Gets it down low to Saucedo. He kicks it out to Urick. Urick with the elbow. Doesn't go either. Edson with the rebound. Brings up the court. Oh, gets a steal there. And by Guzman. Guzman gets Saucedo, and he's got a wide open layup. 17-6 for Morgan on top. 4:30 to go here in the second period. Garver walking the ball up the court. It's the slowest pace of the game right there. Gets over to Edson. Linker gets the ball inside and misses a shot. Martinez with another rebound. Pushes the ball up the court for Brush. Behind the back pass. Saucedo in the left corner, and he hits the three. 17-9. Fort Morgan in lead. Saucedo, when he starts feeling it, he's going to start shooting a lot of those. Fort Morgan's got the ball. Edson up top. Garcia's got it in the corner. Gets the Linker inside. Pass gets blocked by Urick. Garcia drives in the lane. Goes up for the shot, and they're going to get Gunnar Guzman on the foul there. So Garcia's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Getting things squared away. Garcia is here for his first. 3:46 to go here in the second. 17-9. And that ball goes off the back of the rim. So we got 5 fouls apiece for each team. And been a fairly clean game. These fouls that some of them not really smart, but Garcia makes the second one. 18-9 Fort Morgan. 3:45 to go in the second. Lopez gets it to Urick in the corner. Throws it back to Lopez. He loses it. Linker gets the ball. Turnovers are killing Brush right now. Edson trying to get the ball over to Garver. He was covered and traveled with it. Yeah, Brush's ball right in front of the Morgan bench there.
Seems like a lot more, but turnovers, Brush only has 9 compared to Fort Morgan has 7. So it's still, even though it looks more.
Still pretty close.
Yeah.
Saucedo drives in the lane. They go in. He gets caught midair. Didn't know what they were going to call. He comes down. Actually, Garver comes down with the ball. And they call it a jump ball with it. So, not sure on that one. Brush keeps possession of it. Gets the ball into Lopez in the corner. He dribbles up top. Gets the ball to Brown. Brown to Saucedo. Saucedo dribbles in the lane. And they got a foul on the shot. That foul is on McAllister. His first. They had him on the shot, so Saucedo is going to be shooting 2 here. And that one rims out. So a couple substitutions going on here. Saucedo getting ready to shoot. Another substitution. So they'll turn around. We can get the second shot going. Saucedo's second shot goes long off the back of the rim. Comes out to Ortega. He gets it to Garver. He's being pressured by Lopez full court. Gets it over to Garcia. Garcia's dribbling through the lane. Kicks it to Garver in the corner. Garver gets it up top to Ortega. Ortega, his pass gets stolen by Saucedo. He's going to push it down the court. His shot gets blocked by Garcia. Ortega gets the rebound. Long pass to Garver and goes off of a brush player. So a little bit going on that one. Not that it was sloppy, it was just good hustle on both sides. They get the ball. Garcia's got the ball up top. Gets it over to Linker inside the key. Gets it out to Garver. Garver to Ortega. And Garcia gets it to Garcia. He dribbles in, dribbles back, gets it to Garver. Outside of three. Looks at it, gets it to Ortega. Back to Garver. Garver pull up from the top of the key. Doesn't go. Lopez from brush to rebound. Pushing up the left side. Takes it into the paint and loses control of it. Goes off Fort Morgan player. And Brush maintains possession of it under their own basket. 2:15 to go here in the second. 18-9. Fort Morgan on top. Lopez with the ball, top of the key, gets it to Urick on the left wing. Gets Saucedo, top of the key. Couple dribbles, drives in the lane. Floats one in. Bucket and the foul. Bucket goes. Fouls on Garcia. His first. And Saucedo's going to go to the line to shoot one. Guzman comes in for Urick for Brush here. So Saucedo missed two the last time he went to the line. And makes that one. We're going to score 18-12 with 1:55 to go here in the second period. A 6-point game. Fort Morgan had him up to 12-point deficit. So down to 6 now. Garcia goes baseline. Kicks it out to Garver in the corner. Garver for three from the corner. He's going to help erase that. 21-12. 1:35 to go here in the second. Nice shot there. Good dishing and shot by the Mustangs. Fort Morgan gets the rebound off the brush miss. Garcia dribbling through traffic. Gets it back. Garcia for three. Garcia for three from the top of the key. Brings it back to a 12-point deficit, just as we talked about. 24-12, 1:10 to go here in the second. Dunker gets it over to Campa. Out on the elbow, he takes a dribble. Nowhere to go with it. Lopez trying to help him out, gets it stolen by Ortega. Ortega gets the layup. 26-12, 50 seconds to go here in the first half. Brush has lost all composure here off a couple of threes. Scooping layup by Saucedo doesn't go. Linker comes down with the rebound. Ortega's bringing it up the court for Fort Morgan. Takes it up into the key. Gets to Garcia, back to Ortega. He lost the handle, punches it back to Garcia. Gets it to Garver up top. They're going to take some time here. 24 seconds to go. And Garver with the ball up top. Gets to Garcia. Right wing. He dribbles the top, dribbles in the key. Garver from the corner where he just hit one again. Doesn't go. Linker goes up for the rebound with Campa.
We got a skirmish.
And we'll get some cooler heads going here.
That's what you get with a rivalry, right?
That's what you get. They're both on the floor. I don't know what the call was. They call a foul or they call a jump.
I think they just called a jump ball and
before Morgan possession. So now we're going to get back to playing basketball. Fort Morgan inbounded from underneath their own basket. And Garcia takes the three, doesn't go. The ball goes out of bounds on Brush. So we're going to try it again. 7.7 seconds, score 26-12. Fort Morgan on top. Ortega to inbound. Gets to Edson in the corner. He takes a dribble. Nowhere to go. McAllister goes up with it, doesn't go. And we are at halftime. Your score, Fort Morgan Mustangs 26, Brush B Diggers 12. You're listening to B106 and B106.net.
Mr. D's Ace Farm and Home Center is your headquarters for all your home, farm, and ranch supplies from plumbing to feed, with 3 locations to serve you: Sterling, Brush, and Fort Morgan.
So with the second half getting ready to get underway, just thinking back to days when I was coaching, and when you go on a field goal percentage for Brush, that would be pretty low. And you wonder if there's something wrong with the basket, and when it goes the other way, for the other team, you're sitting there wondering at halftime when you come back out and you switch ends. I hope they got the lid off of that so we can finally make some baskets or change that side of the court. So Brush, to see if they can get some buckets to fall here, and Fort Morgan if they can keep their roll going. Fort Morgan would like to get a sweep here, and Brush would like to keep their 6-0 or their winning streak going, go to 7-0, but you got to make some baskets for that to happen. So Brush inbounds the ball to start the second half. Ben Brown's got the ball up top. Gets to Guzman in the corner. And we got an early foul here. Looks like on Caden Edson. Mm-hmm. And he was following Ben Brown through the lane. So Brush is going to inbound the ball into their own basket. Gets it in to Ben Brown. He's going to take the three. Goes off the front of the rim. Brush gets the rebound again. And Dunker takes the pull-up. Campa gets the rebound, puts it on the floor, gets knocked away. Garcia comes up with it. Garver with a kickback into McBride. McBride gets an easy layup. Nice ball movement there by Fort Morgan. Dunker comes down, gets the ball over to Campa on the wing. Campa one dribble, gets to Brown. Brown dribbles around top of the key, comes back, gets to Guzman, gets to Dunker in the corner, and he tries to give and go. Back to Guzman, and it hit Guzman's leg and goes out of bounds. Fort Morgan ball. We're at 28-12 with 7:05 to go here in the third. Just starting the third. Fort Morgan's ball. Garcia has the ball, 3-point line, gets it into Dunker. Dunker gets the ball partially blocked. Brush gets the ball. Dunker's got top of the key. Gets it over Ben Brown. Brown drives the lane, kicks it out to Garcia. A little wild. He's got to get it under control. He does. Dunker helps him. Gets it back to Guzman. Guzman doesn't go. Isaac Linker comes down with the rebound there. Long pass to McBride up, and the only one back was Dunker. I believe he got him on the arm going up. He's going to be shooting two, and that is Dunker, and that's his third. And that's not a good sign here for Brush. We got a foul apiece. 6:30 to go here in the third period. Trey McBride ready to shoot two shots. The first one hits the front of the iron. 28-12, Fort Morgan in the lead, 16-point lead. So they did come out, get the first bucket, keep this this little run they've got going. McBride here to shoot a second. And makes that one 29-12 Fort Morgan, 6:30 to go here in the third. Fort Morgan brought a lot of students here to the game.
Yes, they did. Feels like a home game for Morgan.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like it. Brush inbounds. Fort Morgan going to full court here. Full court press. And Brush just loses control of it. Edson comes down with it, with the turnover. Garver's got it, gets it over to Marquez. Marquez dribbles center of the lane. Kicks it out to the corner. Looks like Garcia. Ball is in front of the rim. Ben Brown comes down with that rebound. Standing underneath the basket. He brings it up the court. Gets it to Guzman in the corner. Trying to find a cutter here. Saucedo has the ball. Gets it stripped. He gets it back. Drives in center of the key. Hits the floater. Finally breaks Brush streak from about 5 minutes of not scoring. So Saucedo with another bucket. 29-14, 15-point lead here for the Mustangs. 5:35 to go here in the third. Garcia with the ball up top for Fort Morgan. Gets it over to Edson at the wing. He's going to shoot the three. Ball hits a lot of the rim, but it goes. Three for Caden Edson. Rush inbound him for Morgan in that full court press. Rush trying to get it over. And you're always going to have numbers when you go like this. Ben Brown tried to force a pass in. McBride hits it. Campa gets it and goes up for a shot. And McBride blocks his shot on that one. And we've got a foul here on Marquez for Fort Morgan. Slap on the arm. So we're going to have Brush basketball underneath their own rim. Saucedo throwing it in, gets it to Lopez. Lopez up top to Martinez. Martinez gets it to Urick at the free throw line. Dribbles inside, gets it back to Urick. Urick tries the three. McBride blocks that one. And Edson with corrals the ball there. Garver, long pass down court to Garcia. Garcia in the corner, looks at it. Edson's feeling the three, hits another one from the top of the key. 35-14, Fort Morgan on top. 4:35 here to go in the third. Brush is trying to get some control. And we're going to go full timeout here. With your score, Fort Morgan Mustangs 35, Brush Speed Diggers 14, 4:30 to go here in the third quarter. We're going to take a short timeout here. You're listening to B106 and B106.net.
Northeastern, for a college that will equip you to go anywhere, look no further than Northeastern. For more information, go to www.njc.edu.
I really wish that you guys could see this that are listening. There's a kid dancing over here by the Fort Morgan parents in the aisle. He's got to be about 2, and he's just hilarious. He's really getting into the song. He's still going. So we got Brush's ball underneath their own basket. And Trey McBride gets the steal there. Gets it over to Garver. Garver to Edson. Edson out to McBride. McBride dribbles in. Gets it to Edson in the corner. Garver at the wing. Gets it to Garcia. Edson up top. McBride comes out. Gets it to Garver on the wing. We score 35-14. Fort Morgan on top. 4 minutes to go here in the third. McBride takes a odd-looking shot. Doesn't hit anything. And goes off Fort Morgan player on the rebound. Brushes the ball. Adrian Lopez walking it up. 21-point deficit. It was only 14 at halftime after, and with 2 minutes to go in the second half, it was only 6. So things like that. Brush just went to dribble it out, and the half-court offense hits another Brush player's leg and goes out of bounds. So Fort Morgan's ball. Garver's walking it up for Fort Morgan. 3:35 to go. 21-point game. Fort Morgan in the lead. Garcia takes the ball from the wing, dribbles in the key, gets over to Edson. Edson down low to Linker. Linker out to Garcia from top of the key. 3 doesn't go. Rebound Saucedo. Saucedo bringing it up full court. And they're going to call a pushing foul on Garver here. Not sure that was something I would call, but so that is 3 on Garver. Brushes the ball on the side. Lopez with the ball up top. Fakes. Dribbles inside the key. Loses the pass. McBride gets it, goes full court, and he's fouled coming down. He really wanted to try and get the dunk, but got the foul instead, so he's going to go to the line for 2.
Felt like we were at college right there with that continuation play.
Mm-hmm.
Should have been on the floor, but.
So McBride to shoot 2 here. Here's his first. Well, they did call it on the floor, so it was a 1-on-1.
Oh.
Okay. So he misses the first. Brush comes down, the rebound gets out. Lopez to Martinez. Martinez up top. Doing a lot of trying to get around the side. He slips and falls, and they call a push on a slip. This one looks like Caden Edson, and that is his third. They have 3 with 3 fouls.
2, just Edson and
Garver.
Yeah.
Okay. So brush the ball into their own basket. Donez with the ball up top. Gets the ball to Dunker. Dunker with a nice pass out to Urick. Urick ball circles the rim, goes out. Linker with the rebound. Out to Garver. Garver loses it, gets it back. Does the same thing. Saucedo goes for the ball. And he dove for it. Slid, which is a traveling call. So Fort Morgan is going to get the ball. Fort Morgan is getting the ball back. So we got Brush in a full court press here. Smashed up man. Not working any traps or anything, just full court pressure. Tried to trap there. Garcia gets the ball left side, goes in, doesn't get it. McBride, the rebound, goes back, up with it, and gets fouled. So they'll be going to the line here for 2. So that foul was on Urick. That's his first. We've got 4 fouls for the half. We're at 4 fouls for Fort Morgan and 3 for Brush. 2:25 here in the third to go. And McBride shoots first. His front of the rim. Scores 37 for Fort Morgan, 14 for Brush. McBride getting ready to shoot his second. And second goes. Stoppage for subs.
State Farm Insurance, when you're looking for someone to walk you through the insurance world, turn to the office of Greg Mullen and Brush. Home, auto, life, health. State Farm Insurance is here for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call today, 842-4555.
So we are back. We got an intentional foul here on Ryan Dunker. This is a lot of frustration going on here. He got the ball stolen from him on top of the key. I believe it was Garcia. Yeah, it was Garcia heading down the court, and they were kind of pushing back and forth arm-wise, and then Dunker carried it too far and went on the put him into the pads on the baseline. So Garcia shoots his first. That one doesn't go. So make it or miss it. Fort Morgan's going to have the ball here at half court after this shot. No players on the key. And Garcia misses the second. So 38-14. 2:12 to go here in the third. And Dunker with 4 fouls. So Fort Morgan inbounds it, and shot gets blocked by Lopez. And Lopez takes it full court, gets the bucket and the foul. Caden Edson picks up that one on the fast break layup, and that is 4 on Edson. So he's going to be going to get a breather for a while. And Garver comes back in for him. So Lopez shooting 1. Sorry, he made the basket. And he makes that one with 2:03 to go here in the third. Fort Morgan 38, Brush 17. Brush full court press here. They're trapping. They're all over the place. And Fort Morgan calls timeout. And with 1:56 to go, Fort Morgan Mustangs 38, Brush 17. You listen to B106 and B106.net.
Brush Grocery Cart, groceries, fresh cut meat and deli items, floral, pharmacy, West Union, and public service payments. 24-hour gas. Brush Grocery Cart is your one-stop shop. 1302 West Edison Street in Brush.
I got to tell you, with a 21-point lead, 1:56 to go here in the third, watching this kid dance on timeouts when they're playing the music is probably the best part of the game right now. Yeah, he's awesome. Fort Morgan called a timeout when they had pressure from Brush. So Fort Morgan's ball in the backcourt. Garver throwing it in. No one to throw to. And he gets called for a 5-second violation with nobody breaking open for him. So turnover there. Ball goes to Brush. Ball gets inbound to Lopez. Lopez driving the key. And Urich was coming up to set a screen, and he was passing to him, and he throws it away. So Garver from the same place is going to be throwing the ball in for Fort Morgan. And Brush still on the full court press. And Garver's got the ball. Gets it up to Ortega. Ortega dribbles around on the wing. Gets to Garcia, top of the key. He dribbles in. Loses the ball on the dribble. We got a scramble for it. Jump ball. And it stays Fort Morgan ball. So Fort Morgan's got the ball underneath their own basket. 1:36 to go here in the third. 38-17. They get inbound to Garcia. Baseline for three. That doesn't go. And we've got Cardona for Fort Morgan. Gets the rebound. Goes to the putback. He gets fouled on the putback. So he's going to the line for two. I'm not sure if the clock started. We're at 1:29 to go here in the third. Cardona misses the front end of the two shots. Score 38, Fort Morgan Mustangs, Brush B Diggers 17. And Cardona with the second, hits the back of the rim. McBride of the rebound. Strong putback with the left hand, and that goes. Bringing Fort Morgan Mustangs to 40-17. 23-point lead here for Fort Morgan. And honestly, Matt, this whole game, they haven't been much of. Hasn't been much.
Yeah, it's just been no rhythm for Brush. I don't know what their game plan was coming into this game, but maybe they're still figuring it out. But just nothing's been working for them right now.
Yeah, there's nothing working for them. Fort Morgan getting great ball movement. Defensively, they're forcing some things. And Saucedo goes to take baseline. Garver cuts him off and goes off of his leg. Be brush ball under their own basket. Saucedo inbounds, gets to Donias for three. That doesn't go. And Cardona gets the rebound. His pass gets tipped by Saucedo, but goes out of bounds. So they've got Garver throwing the ball in full court. And he gets a long pass. Adrian Lopez tips it. Cardona gets the ball. Surrounded by Brush players. And can't see with the student section standing here. So they didn't come over and call a foul, so we're going to assume it's Fort Morgan basketball. So, no. McAllister takes a shot underneath. That doesn't go. Martinez with the rebound comes down the court. Stops top of the key. Gets over Saucedo for three from the elbow. That doesn't go. And Ortega gets the rebound. Garver getting pressure in the backcourt. Gets the head to Ortega. Gets over half court. He lobs one high to Garver. Garver gets it back to Ortega. Ortega into Cardona. And nice bucket there for McAllister on a good backdoor cut on the baseline. Brings the score 42-17 Fort Morgan. And we are at the end of the quarter. So at the end of three, almost made a three-quarter court shot there. At the end of three, we've got Fort Morgan 42, Brush Speed Diggers 17. You're listening to B106 and B106.net.
Buildings by Design. Buildings by Design has the experience to complete your project from start to finish. Get the quality you deserve in your building by starting your build-up project right. Start with Buildings by Design.
And we are at the start of the fourth quarter here. Fort Morgan 42, Brush 17. Brush has the ball to start. Gets over Martinez for three. Doesn't go. Not sure. 2 Fort Morgan guys collided and the ball goes out on them. So Brush has the ball into their own basket. 25-point deficit here. Not a lot of sign of life here from Brush. They'd have a hard time, making a shot, it seems like. And Lopez dribbles it right into Garver, and they get on the floor and jump ball. Fort Morgan's ball with Brush having it at the end of the quarter. So Garver inbounding the ball from his own, or going full court here, gets it to Garcia. Brush with full court pressure. Garver dribbles it across, pulls it back out, gets it up top. Passes down to Ortega. Ortega to Garver. Cross court to Garcia. And Garcia tries a cross court pass. Donez goes up for it. He's wanting a foul.
Oh yeah, I heard the slap from clear up here.
Yeah, it was. But you play on.
You do.
And the ball is out of bounds, Brush ball.
This kind of game just builds character and shows character as well.
For Brush, you got to show a little bit of fight, and for Morgan, you got to show that you can play the full game. And Martinez goes up and doesn't make the layup. Shot it from right underneath the basket. Garver with the rebound, brings it full court. Gets to Ortega. McAllister to Garver. Garver with the pull-up from the free throw line. He got hammered. He's down. Garver went down hard. They played on, and Fort Morgan ended up getting the steal. Garver's okay. He wants to stay in. But I think Coach Trahern is going to take him out on this one. Brings in Marquez for him. Score 42, Fort Morgan, Brush 17. 6:34 to go here in the game. We got Marquez inbounding it. Fort Morgan gets across timeline. Garcia, nice little fake pass over to McAllister for an easy bucket there. 44-17. 6:15 to go here in the game. Saucedo drives the lane. Guzman goes up for the shot, gets a block by McAllister. Goes out of bounds. He brushed the ball on the side. So Brush has got to get something here and at least get a bucket to stop the bleeding. 44-17, 6:12 to go. Get it inbound to Brown. Takes it up top. Gets over Saucedo on the wing. Long three doesn't go. Gets his own rebound. And they're going to call a foul on Ortega here.
Yeah.
Fouls on Ortega on fighting for a loose ball there. Brush the ball on the side. 16 fouls for Fort Morgan, 5 for Brush. So we're getting close to going in a bonus here on both sides. Lopez with the drive in the lane with the floater. That one goes. First bucket for Brush in a long, long time. 44-19 now. Fort Morgan pushing the ball against the press. Marquez goes up, gets the bucket and the foul. Foul's going to be here on Gunnar Guzman. And, you know, Brush finally gets they finally get a bucket and go to the press, and then they give up an easy one and a foul. I think Marquez is on the line to shoot one, and he hits that one. Fort Morgan 47, Brush 19. So Brush got the ball. Ben Brown on the right wing, dribbling around, dribbles up top, gets over Gunnar Guzman on the right wing, looks inside. Saucedo with the ball on the block, goes up with it, gets hammered on the arm. He's going to go to the line for shoot two. So Brush is now in the bonus. This is a shooting foul. He'll be shooting two anyway, but from here on out, they're going to be shooting every foul. Armando Saucedo at the line. Misses the first. Fort Morgan subbing in. Fort Morgan's getting some subs in, getting some guys some quality time. Nick Norris comes in and Devin Mussman. Saucedo for his second shot. Makes that one. 47-21 with 5:27 to go here in the game. Fort Morgan with a commanding 27-point lead. First pressure on the ball. Ortega's got the ball. Gets to Marquez in the corner. Scramble for the ball. And we got a jump ball. Possession Brush. So there's a turnover there. Working in Brush's favor. But it's a good time for Fort Morgan. Get some of your younger guys some playing time and being able to see some varsity action. So Adrian Lopez drives the basket, gets the bucket, and he's going to go to the line for one. So cut this then down to a 24-point game with 5:06 to go if he makes this one. And he misses it. And Norris with the rebound gets it out to Ortega. Ortega backs up, working against the press. They're going to get Saucedo with the body on that. And that'll be the 17th foul on Brush. So we're going to have a 1-1. That's Saucedo's first foul. So Jacob Ortega at the line, shooting 1-1, makes the first.
Willow Coffee and Bake Shop, from breakfast and snacks to perfectly brewed coffee and teas, even gift items. Willow Coffee and Bake Shop, stop by 921 Edison Street in Brush today.
Ortega on the second, comes up short. Norris with the rebound. Good hustle play, gets it out. And Marquez was cutting through, tried getting it to him, and it went off his leg. Brushes the ball. 48-22, 4:45 to go here in the game. Ben Brown's got it in the corner, out to Saucedo, the wing. He drives the lane, goes in hard, left hand scoop. There's the bucket for him, 24-48. Fort Morgan, Mussman has the ball go off his leg.
Good
Jump
hustle.
ball with Ben Brown. And this will be Fort Morgan's ball. So a little bit of life in Brush right now, but
Might be a little too late.
a little too late when they've doubled up your score. Ball goes into Norris. Ball's floating around the ground. Everyone's on the floor. Call another jump ball. This time it'll be brushes. They're going to bring it full length of the court. 4:23 to go here in the fourth. Brush making some substitutions. Jeremiah Donia's bringing the ball up. Walking up the court. And Ben Brown has it on the wing. And had it knocked away by Ortega. But that, when he knocked it away, went out of bounds. Brushed the ball again. Brown's got it up top, across the half court. Looks to his right, gets Jose Campa. Campa to Saucedo. Saucedo for three. That one rims out. Norris with the rebound. Long pass to Marquez. Took about 6 steps. And gets the bucket. Not trying to sound like a homer, but there was a lot there. Saucedo gets the ball into the lane. Out to Donias. Donias back. Out to Ben Brown. Dribbles it over. Hands off to Saucedo. Saucedo to Campa up top. Ben Brown dribbles into the lane. Kicks it out to Donias. Donias fumbles the ball. Gets it back to Saucedo. Saucedo takes a shot on the baseline. That doesn't go. Musma with the rebound, passes it to Ortega, and Saucedo was right there for an easy layup. Marquez brings it up the left side of the court, just by Brown. Ortega out for three, top of the key, and that one he hits. Jacob Ortega with a three from top of the key. 53-26, 2:55 here to go in the fourth. Fort Morgan with a commanding 27-point lead here. Brush got the ball up top with Campa. Trying to find someone to pass to. Donias gets it into Brown. After his cut through the lane, Brown goes up. Goes short. McAllister gets it, passes it off. Ben Brown gets that. His pass doesn't work. And we got a lot of stuff going on here. So McAllister gets the rebound, and we had no bucket for Brush and a couple rebounds for Fort Morgan in that possession. So we've got 2 minutes, 24 seconds to go here in the game. Fort Morgan 53, Brush 26. And it's probably the most active that Brush has been this whole game. Hasn't been a whole lot of life into them, and they're just kind of going through the motions, it seemed like, for the majority of the game. So now they're just trying to play, and you go out and you finish the game. Fort Morgan has a chance. They got a lot of young guys in. Got Rojo in, Musman, Norris, Ortega, and Edson in with his 4 fouls. And Brush has got Woolridge and Campa, Brown, Guzman, and Donias in. So Fort Morgan's ball. Rowe takes it down the corner, gets it in deep to Norris. Norris with a nice bucket underneath. Norris is a sophomore. Ben Brown's got the ball up top, 55-26. 1:50 to go in the game. Campa up top with it. One dribble. Yeah, you're going to call a foul here on Fort Morgan. We'll shoot a 1-on-1. See who the foul's on. That would be Jacob Ortega, his second foul. 1:46 to go here in the game. Eli Urich comes back into the game. Ben Brown to shoot a 1-on-1 here. And that rims out. Rowe with the rebound over to Edson. Edson pushes up the court. Gets by, a lot of pressure from Brown. Edson gets it over to Musman. Musman back to Edson. Edson over to Rowe. Long pass to Musman in the corner. Takes a three. That one was long. Jacob Ortega comes up with the rebound, but I think they're going to get him for over the back. Yep, that's going to pick up his third here pretty quickly. We got 1:26 to go in the game. And 24-point game here. So Jeremiah Donia's at the line. He mixed first.
Trinidad, Benham, and Sterling, 100 years of growth from their simple beginning in 1917 to today's thriving food product production. Proud supporters of Northeastern Colorado sports.
So Donia's missed the second. Fort Morgan rebounds it, brings down, and they turn it over off of a wild pass. Brush brings down. 1:15 to go in the game. Donia's the ball up top. Drives the lane. Puts up the floater, left-handed floater, and that one goes. Edson with the ball, gets it over to Ortega, brushing the full court press. Get it back to Ortega, over to Edson. Across the half court, takes it down the baseline. Out to Ortega up top. Rowe at the top of the key. 45 seconds to go. Get it in deep to Norris. Norris kicks out to Edson. That one doesn't go. Norris goes out, gets the rebound in the corner. Kicks it out to Mussman. Mussman shoots three. Gets back to the rim and out. And Donia's with the rebound. 25 seconds to go. Woolridge with the deep three. And that one goes for Brush. Bryson Woolridge with that long one. Brush from full court. We're down to 10 seconds. Get it in deep to Nick Norris. They're going to pull it out and just hold it. Get it back up top. Donias gets the steal. He's walking it up and is just going to run out the clock. So your final from Brush High School. Fort Morgan Mustangs 55, Brush Bead Diggers 32. You're listening to B106 and B106.net. Postgame show is brought to you by Morgan Community College. Find out why Morgan Community College is the best choice for your higher education. Visit MCC online at morgancc.edu or stop by the campus for a personal advising session. MCC here to help you imagine, believe, and achieve your goals. Right now I'm joined by Coach Whipple from the Brush Bead Diggers. And Coach, from the start, it wasn't much there, was there?
No, it wasn't pretty. We didn't move the ball well, and I think they came out and physical played the bully on us, pushed us around, and looked like our guys got intimidated and didn't play well tonight.
You know, we were talking just a minute ago that with seniors Garver and especially Trey McBride, these Brush seniors have been playing them since 7th grade, and McBride's kind of had a factor over them their whole career, and said that they were afraid of going inside and getting physical, so Trey was a big part of what started it for him.
Yeah, I think, I think he was, but still, there's no excuse. I mean, this is my motto for this season, no excuse mentality. We're going to have to strap them up and play. We're going to have Sterling with Hume them, and if we play like we did tonight, it's going to be the same result. There's no excuse. I mean, they just played a Frederick team that we came back from down 13, and Frederick took them to the wire. Okay, well, know why? Because they weren't afraid of them. They weren't intimidated by their size, and they play basketball, and that's what we got to do. I still expect those guys to be warriors with basketball shorts on, regardless of what the odds are and who we're playing against.
So you have a long break here, time to regroup, and you start out 6-0. You're 6-1 now. Not any harm. Start conference play when you come back. Is there anything you got planned over this break?
No, it's back to the drawing board, and it's it's follow same game plan as usual. practice as usual, do the things that we need to do. We just got to get tougher. When we play against physical teams, we've got to get tougher.
Absolutely.
Okay, and I think it's a mental state tonight, and it's a mental issue. They let them get in their head. I mean, you look what happened with Ryan, and, you know, he got a little upset and made a bad choice. You know, Ryan's still a good person, a good player, but he can't do that. He's the leader of his team.
Yeah, that's very true. Coach, well, have a good Christmas. Enjoy your break, and we'll see you when we come back.
You too. Thank you, guys.
So, with the final score 55-32, Fort Morgan Mustangs get the win here, improved to 2-6 on the season. And just want to, I'd like to take time for a personal message. We lost a great man in the basketball world this week, and Ben Bleck at the sister station, KPMX, did a great thing for him. And I'd known Lowell Rumpf for a long time and coached with him and worked with him. Lowell Rumpf, who was NJC's coach, has a court named after him. Is just a great human being all around. Lost him just a couple days ago, and he will truly be missed. So we are going to be taking a break as they take the winter break, and we will rejoin, start a conference play when we come back. And we appreciate you tuning in. Sound engineer was Isaac Greenwood. And this is with Matt Jarrell. I'm Greg Gatto. The final score 55, Fort Morgan, Brush 32. You've been listening to Brush Fort Morgan basketball on Brush Counties, on Morgan Counties, B106 and B106.net.